flag.
Good morning.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. The meeting will please come to order. We do have proof of posting in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code as amended, known as Texas Open Meetings Act. Any members of the public who wish shall have 3 minutes to address the court. Yes.
Thank you. Judge and Grant Commissioners, thank you again for letting me come and this opportunity, and also thank you for all the support over the many years that I've been director. It is so much appreciated. The library had a great year this last year and an amazing summer. I don't know if you had an opportunity to look at the packet. I left the packet the other day for y'all, and there's a breakdown of the 42 events that we had just for the 2 months. That's 42, and there was over 1,800 attendees. And of course, when I talk about attendees, not just the kids, it's parents and volunteers and everybody that's involved. So, like 1846, that's a great year for us. And those charts you did look at will reflect that. We've also had some great story times, not just in the summer, but even afterwards and before. But just to give you an example of how popular they are, the first one we had in the summer had 96 attendees. You know, our library's kind of small. So it was a great turnout. And then we had another one that had 82 attendees. And then we had 3 that had over 70. So, and then quite a few of them had whatever. So a great summer. And then even after the summer, I thought, okay, it's going to go a little bit. But we got the next one after summer, and the kids were already in school, it was over 70, like 72 or something. So we're still having big events, and since then, I think there's been at least 2 with over 70 attendees. So I just say all that to say, the moms and the kids are just really loving the library, and they're spending a lot of time there. They'll come and we'll have story time, they'll go do crafts and snacks. And an hour and a half later, the moms are still hanging out there, you know, and the kids are doing activities and whatever. But they just hang around, and I guess it's mom's morning now. That's really great for us, and I think it's great for the county and the city. We do have written goals and objectives that we work to meet, and those are also in your packet. I thought that might be something I wanted to mention that y'all would be interested in. I'm not going to go over them all, but just a couple of them here. It's growing our programs, and of course we certainly doing that. Outreach to the community, and we're also keeping our digital resources up to date. That's in that list of goals and objectives. And so between now and the end of the year, we're replacing probably 2/3 of our digital assets. 9 Windows computers and 9 monitors, and then also 8 Chrome base, all in one computer. So those are all being replaced. And on the budget, that's listed for our capital capital assets. I think that's what it's listed under. So if you see that $6,000, what's that for? That's what that's for. And then that's really pretty much it. I did want to introduce our newest board member. Now I say newest, she's been with us a couple of years, but I didn't know if y'all have ever met her. Her name is Elizabeth Gant, and if she could just come say hi, and we're thank you again.
Thank you for coming.
Commissioner Grant, members of the County Commission, thank you for your support to our library. I encourage each of you to visit us during the week when we are doing programs so you can actually lay eyes on the camaraderie, the community spirit, and the work that the library staff is doing to grow programs and serve the community. This isn't just individuals and families. It's a great resource for visitors coming into Freestone County. The computer bank is a place that they can come in and, print out documents if they need for whatever they've come into town to do business for. And as a 30-year servant in a library, I can tell you this library is vibrant and they are using resources appropriately and just doing such a great job, and we continue to work to build programs, and just want to thank y'all for your support for this great community asset.
Thank y'all.
One of the things that we don't talk about sometimes is the fact that people that are looking for jobs can come into the computers there and use that facility too. And just a lot of things that we know.
I bet the increase in homeschool is really is significant. Y'all serving, that's a good,
Probably half the moms that come in for story time, maybe not quite that many, but a big group of them are homeschool moms, and they just interact there after story time because they're friends, they share ideas, and
we're good.
biggest homeschooling. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Well, thank you. Maybe we'll go ahead and
You can stay, or if you need to go, and I know you're busy, so just feel free to go.
Thank you so
right
much
on.
for that.
Thank you.
Y'all have any questions? let me know.
Just call me.
Send both back.
All right. I'm sure that I'm just passing the word along.
Thank you, dear.
Welcome. Anyone else? If not, if it is agreeable, let's take Mike's. Number 9, if that's agreeable with everyone, to hold a public hearing on Freestone County's intent to enter into a tax abatement agreement with Piedra Solar LLC relating to solar facilities and equipment. And we will go into the public hearing at
9:15.
9:15. All right. Right.
Judge, this is a solar project with a battery energy storage system. It's a 300 megawatt solar energy generation facility with an additional 100 megawatt battery energy storage system. We approved the original reinvestment zone early on. It was reinvestment zone number 2. We came back and approved an expanded reinvestment zone as reinvestment zone number 2A. Then the PISD has a projected capital investment of approximately $416,500,000 and a yearly pilot of $422,000. The additions and improvements are to be done by December 31, 2027, but I think they may be done earlier than that.
Just depending on.
Right. But that is what this is about, is entering into a tax abatement agreement with them for the yearly pilot of $422,000. And they have also will pay it upfront.
Anyone from the public that would like to ask a question or make a comment?
Do you guys have her scheduled on the agenda for a plat?
Replat Harrison, I talked to you a few weeks ago.
It's on the agenda.
Talked to you on the phone a few weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, did they put it on there? Did you talk to the judge's office?
I came there first and they put me on it in the office and I told them to call you. That might be the one that was tabled.
That's what I said,
Couple
I
of
think.
weeks ago, couple
I was looking
of
for
meetings
mine.
ago.
It might have been tabled from
There
last
was
time.
one that was tabled.
We tabled one like week before last.
Yeah.
maybe. One last, I don't know whether
Yeah.
it was pretty recent.
Did you see it? Remember, I don't remember what the name was, but I remember us having. All right, let's finish this one. If you'll, let's have just a moment here. We're in a public hearing right now for a tax abatement agreement. Is there any comment or any question from any of the public? That's automatically look at you if something's ringing.
I'm in a different truck today.
Anyone? All right, if not, what time is it?
9:18.
9:18, we will go out of the public hearing. We will go to item number 10, which is to discuss and possible action, discussion and possible action on approval of tax abatement agreement between Freestone County and Piedra Solar.
Yes, Your Honor, the tax abatement agreement I've handed out, it's in the same form as you're used to seeing. It provides for pilot payments, and it contains road use agreement.
Mike, this would be the third change. We did an original.
We never had a tax abatement agreement. What happened was,
Well, we had a road use, don't we have a road use in place already?
I don't believe so.
I don't think we've signed one, but I think we agreed to a road use early on. What happened is they added more parcels to.
Yeah, I knew y'all added more.
Yeah, so basically-
Yeah, so nothing in the actual terms of the agreement haven't changed, it's just the reinvestment zone needs to be a little bit bigger, and then we can enter into the.
That's right, we're not changing a prior tax abatement agreement, they just changed, we have actually already changed the investment zone, immediate prior. And, so this is just purely about whether to approve the tax abatement agreement or not for this 300 megawatt solar generation facility with the additional 100 megawatt battery energy storage system.
So originally it was just 300 megawatt solar, and this is adding the 300 megawatt battery.
The 100 megawatt battery.
100,
Yeah, and you're gonna see that more and more. Most places are going to add battery storage with their generation facilities.
Prior to today, we've never received the initial $10,000 upfront money from this company.
Right, because we never had required it before. Now they'll pay it as part of this. And just one little side note, starting from this one on, unless anybody has an objection, I'm gonna start requiring 10% instead of 10,000, 10% of the first year's pilot payment, which would be more. In this one, it would be 42,000. But we've already negotiated this, but I've seen that happening in a lot of counties lately, so
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Any other discussion? possible action on the approval of the tax abatement agreement.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carried.
And there's, 2 copies of the agreement that need to be signed. Judge, your signatures require both of them, and so are, and the road use agreement is attached as part of the agreement, so the commissioners' signatures are also required on that one. And I've already provided copies up there with the signature signing stamps on them, so.
Okay, so one, I sign on page 12, and then everybody signs at the back.
Right, but she has them with the
I have
stickers on them,
additional
so.
copies. I think he was wanting 2 copies signed,
Yeah,
correct?
Well, sign this one.
Okay, when we all pass that, there you go.
Then these on page 24.
I'll swap, pass that.
Is that on the Shalom
This is Harrison.
table, on the 20th, we table Shalom edition?
What is your roof right
Mine's Tina, Steve and Tina Harrison, Turkey Ridge.
What road is, what road is it on?
971.
All right, I think we're getting yours finished here. Just sign all of them.
That one's done.
That was done.
Can she go over there and make sure everything's in line and in order, and then she won't have to come back and just send it back next time to approve it for? If you'd like to do that, I mean, everything in order, you got the,
I've got the tax thing, the 3 copies, and I've got money. Let's say,
and who did you give that to anybody when you came over here?
no, they said to call, that they put me on the, for the September.
Put you on the agenda?
Yeah, and then that I needed to call you to make sure I ended up on the docket. So that afternoon I called you. It was the day before the commissioners meeting 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Somehow it did not get on the agenda. So if you would leave that with us, we're gonna have a special meeting, I think, probably first of this next week, and we will get that, taken care of.
That's fine.
Thank you.
You will.
And you won't have to come back, we'll just, if there's not a question, if there's a question with it, we look at it today or whenever, then I'll call you back. If not, then we'll approve it next time. Next special meeting.
Because after it gets